Wow, what an entrance. What an entrance indeed. Let's turn this down a bit. Shall we? We'll go right there. Welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders. So, yes, it's been a while since I've used a mic. Setting, I'm assuming it'll have titles. New game. Well. Boom, there we go. And let us begin the journey of a lifetime. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Just hit spacebar. Yep. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Try to smack that clock up and down, throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Let's go. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, think about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there and what will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously or you will allow yourself to daydream a bit. Seriously. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist, teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized, nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend, Miriam. I'm gonna fuck it up. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Fresh Meow. Are you excited for our first day for the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am, excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam, has always had a flair for dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject? Give her some relief. Give her pep talk. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking towers? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Yeah, she can. Hello, Ashley. Such a bad way of spelling it. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Fresh Meow shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but but she had to add extra layers to make herself feel better than everybody. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van Van the Man Man. I stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ahem, Van Van. You rang? You've never been so sure what that arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, and substantially more devious. Can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us over diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors, so amateurs can learn a lot from us. The first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach for it and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Fresh Meow, so are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. With that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. The scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable. And now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS.al. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still respect them. Respect me, woof woof. What, a cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around as you swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly, someone close the window. And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle desk. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweatsala. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name, and we were in the same kindergarten class. What is with all you really weird insults? Besides, when Fresh Meow sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at the shimmer. I gotta take a moment to clean myself up. Good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. Birthplace of culinary legend, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your spokes and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of Earring Man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter another more word before I finish. There'll be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. He turned to see the student Sprinkles is referring to, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as your teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Some chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm donkey drool. See the other students eyeing you jealousy, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Fresh Mal, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me. If you're interested, sit by my best friend, or I can sit by Colonel Sanders. This game is called I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Sorry, Miriam. Colonel, all the way. We have to take a seat by Colonel Sanders. Appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all that you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get the feeling of accomplishing something. I'll just hold the mic like this. It's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yeah, a quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your dive sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash my hands? Extremely. Looking at you, Bob. All the time. That's right. Forests is to trees as chickens is to feathers. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? It's a spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? That's right. Sprinkle's a good boy. That's right. Total score is a perfect. Naturally. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look, I'm seeing that Colonel Sanders is watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, freshman. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders buns with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you'd ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the rooms and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. You smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. It must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Oh, Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. It contains its content glimmers in the light. Damn, now I'm hungry. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken breaded and fried to a crispy gold finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. Look around and notice that every other student has pen and paper and scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. I'm just trapped in my last will and tested in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously, sees everyone else laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared for, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful, and I knew at that moment that only hands true gentlemen could fry chicken fries so tender. Ooh. So your body lady treating for bitter evil to sweet and innocent, and she slides close to Colonel Sanders. Get off my man. To realize that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this, she wants him all to herself. No, please. I'm gonna have to change up some voices. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Hold on, I guess I'll try it. Takes one bite and his eyes grow wide, starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. Take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Though with your taste buds gripping drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify, save the moment and everything it tells you about. Swim towards the light. Focus my mind. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano, basil, maybe, but something else, something dark, something spicy. Dig deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use. Yeah, he used like human souls. Try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. Excuse me. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around and realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Aha! How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune and establish my legacy for the time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own. Feel willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only started. We've got 2 more days to get to know each other. It's clear you're not going to give it up easily. Doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank? Wow, you never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. And blank definitely is the flavor you tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I come outside and look at the school buildings. Think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time. Figured now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. I could show your own strength. Well, with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spicy. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your food. I even got his attention. Flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, freshman. I'm sure it'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Yeah, finally we get to show our stuff. Wait a second, oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if it totally blows? You're not going to blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair up. Naturally Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Flashman, I'll prepare a station. That you as a partner is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take note. Hello, new partner. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. What do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Does Clank even have arms? Pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Meryl will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef. Builds a banana without peeling it. Probably eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act gross out. Love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2, for today's lesson we'll keep it simple. Pick a basic dish, divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea? Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Oh, Listen, it's I love you, Colonel Sanders. We gotta go with the mashed potatoes and gravy, a staple of KFC. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders cast a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red, and Parrish quickly turned away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Making perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No. Oh, here we go. Oh, jeez, no, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing fresh mango streams. You're supposed to be taking care of my plasma, guys. That's Vincent Teal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, unfolds some peeled potatoes, tosses them in the boiling water, and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working at a quartet instead of a duo now? Actually, no. It looked like Fresh Man was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' building concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken is quite spectacular. Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing. This positions itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Oh no, but I fucked Mira over earlier. I'm gonna have to go with Colonel. I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen to be in the class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn that you're on the same page. Shows Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders shows me, isn't that right? Businessman respects all fair agreements from crime checks. I took on freshman as the partner for the activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Freshman's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes and a perfectly creamy mashed texture, plenty of butter and cream for flavor. This is as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boot, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds the spark out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Two of you stand holding the same spark, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in the crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders, and then filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right in Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something. Scooping up a finger bowl, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there. Fresh meow, we do not waste food in food cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better of you. One more spoonful, we both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. When I has potatoes face, and Van rushes back over covered dish in hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal based upon my specialty, braised tentacle or octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. The end is now. 'Tis I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with heavy. An interrupting student rushes at Van Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Simply by this dish struck by no scripture. I think the octopus is fresh and may have been in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Ah, shit. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. You look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment and then immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class together to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as the statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious dangers has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. I'm not sure the professors have here make enough money. Hello, I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. Oh. What, like for real? Oh, come on. Follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, school buildings has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders. Yes, Fresh Meow. There's something I need to tell you. Ah, hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world I'd ever seen. Every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts. That and our souls may grant them like wishes flown on a shooting star. Ugh. Hey, no, you. Shut up, I'm the only one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgiving that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Oh my god, the spork monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. I dare you threaten me with it's just I was letting my guard down and connected with another chef on an emotional level. You're afraid. You're very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is it just coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Click with love. Does 1 damage. Oh. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. Spit hot gravy at you, you take 1 damage. So you go on the attack. Like last time, right? Really feeling threatened by your attack, focuses and mashed mind, draw the energy from Mother Earth itself to grow larger, more intimidating. Will you respond? Defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, this is not happening, this is not happening. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. Go on the attack this time. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. They take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive this battle. Cycle on the attack. 1 damage. It's oozing cheese sauce on a wildfire. I wonder if he's going to have to clean that up. Killing vulnerable both monsters before prepared for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Wow, villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. High power pinch does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork spews steam in the night. Managed to tape down your disgusted sight with this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork monster scuttles off in the wind. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover, find a library card tucked inside. The last name you have signed it out is Borko. Borko. The name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Oh. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state, and you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, Mike. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you've had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you've discovered. Tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. Can't believe he really used babies. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonels went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork monster, she launched into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Pop. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him, like him. We got to talking after class. He's actually totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he found a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and they thought it looked cool. I'm gonna take a water break there. Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat, he wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now? We're definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real? Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. Secret ingredient. Yeah, I just said that. Secret ingredient is that dramatic echo in here. Aram checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden while I was visiting. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was all a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could use some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. It was so nice he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I ever tasted. think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stay in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know if it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Protect Colonel or share it with your bestie. Quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know about that. It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied your curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone. Can't quite see. Probably that's not good. Before you can ask her to affirm that she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes over. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Run to him. Decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you, Colonel Sanders, are is you'd be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up on the back. Aw, the horse could kick me in the face. They'll ride away together. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel, how yeah, surprise the horse rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, freshman, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I said. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you could save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. That name is... Shit. Before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Ah, jeez. You wake to find Colonel Sanders standing to you. He roused you back to life with his satchel secret spices, or is it just his natural seasoned musk? Maybe you shouldn't be riding horse school, or maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing's for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. Really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they're pressing in my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears in the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes, bad. Experimenting with strict ingredients, bad. Summoning a demon, bad. Try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and manage on wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. Try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you distract the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, aren't you? You make the rules. Not sure you know what a good meal is if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary schools. It takes creativity. It takes, panache. Doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding and instantly recognize it. It's a book. Just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. The same book that I found last night in the Quan. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his desk. Back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, babe. Link must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch you bucket of bolts. Watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Balls, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. Not your... No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazy men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She passed her eyelash to Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know it's a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lot of career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Another water breaker. Good ASMR. Students, please take a seat. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent that morning chasing Carl around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles steps in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down. Off to open. That command shelled by Colonel Sanders snaps Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You have to pay attention to that lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was the chicken who was first on the name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to Sprinkles holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, fresh meow? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample planner. What item do you want to sample? A dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuitry made by Sprinkles. Example of his own. Perhaps you reach out for a win. Bite you on cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left dead. His entire glass looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even